truth that you are a slave. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison for your mind.
Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning money and imagination, and how it was imagination that actually creates money. Money didn't create imagination. Therefore, you need to know what is more important, because many of us were taught to put the cat before the horse, but the horse supposed to always be before the cat, because the horse is the power that will carry the cat. So we all have this power within us, but many of us were taught to look outside of ourselves, and many of us were never taught financial literacy. But we see how Abdullah, the black mystic from Ethiopia, how he taught Neville Goddard to use the Bible as a book of financial literacy, a book to understand money, by understanding that the main character of the Bible is man's imagination. Therefore, if you understand the power of imagination, then you would also discover that money was first a thought, it was first an idea, it was first imagined, and that it is the byproduct of imagination. Therefore, when you're in control of your imagination or your inner conversation, you will be able to operate your true currency, because money is currency. It is energy, and you being a mass of energy, you will be able to concentrate your energy in the areas that you want it to be, and that would result in you living your life however you want it to be. In other words, you'll be living your life on your own terms. And so many people around the world have gotten caught up with exchanging time for money because of the lack of understanding of imagination and money, and how imagination is actually God in man, and imagination what creates money. For example, if most religious people have this understanding, they would never say that it is God who gave man knowledge to create money and to create like the automobile and the aeroplane and so on. Because many times when I speak to people, especially religious people, and I ask them that question, they always say, well, God gave man that wisdom. And they always seems to be separating God from man. And with that kind of thinking, it will always keep them in a mindset of lack and mediocrity. Most of all, it always keep them in mental slavery. Because just recently I had to say to someone, if you're going to tell me that it is just God who gave man this wisdom or this knowledge to do these things, you have to rephrase it and say that God would have given the white man the wisdom and gave the Chinese man and the Japanese man and all the other races of this world this kind of wisdom to be creative and innovative, and that he would have made black people the assholes of the world. Because most of the time, that's what they always say, and that's what they heard their parent been saying for many years. And we have to correct the error. And one of the best ways to correct the error is to teach them that the Bible is a book of mind science, whether they accept it or not. But the truth is, when you accept that the Bible is a book of mind science and that it must be interpreted psychologically, then you'll have a better understanding of money. You'll have a better understanding of currency. And that is why my encouragement to you is to use your imagination to attract money in your life. Use your imagination to create wealth and happiness in your life. Because money gives you options. Money helps you to be of more use, help you to be more useful in this world to help others. Think about the many suffering people in third world countries who are actually suffering, mentally speaking, because they are uninformed and because many of them are still kept in mental slavery and still kept in a colonial mentality. Many still believe in academic education over their own imagination. So all of this ignorance is actually suffering. And it's happening in my country, and it's happening in all of these Caribbean islands where they've been colonized and the people have a colonial mentality. And we see Neville grew up in the Caribbean, and we see Abdullah was correcting the mentality of the Caribbean people by correcting Neville's mentality, which was a third class mentality, because he believed that he was going to travel and take that trip to Barbados that Abdullah told him that he would have already traveled to Barbados and he would have already traveled first class. He was still confessing third class, and Abdullah rebuked him with that third class mentality and show him that you have to live a first class mentality by learning to look inwardly and understand that imagination is what creates reality. In other words, imagination creates money, create all wealth, all prosperity. Everything starts with a thought. Everything starts with an idea. Therefore, you must take control of your mind and change your belief system. So, with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much. I think you got the message I'm trying to get across to you. And I would like to say to you, if this is the very first time you're listening to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it resonates with you and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you would like to follow me on Instagram or you would like to follow me on TikTok, you can follow me at Black Mad Guru. And if you feel strongly led to support this work, I'll definitely welcome your gifts. And we have our PayPal, and the link is down below. You can feel free to check it out. Also, I have a Patreon, and if you would like to be a part of my Patreon community, you're also welcome. And I want to introduce you to a $20 course that I have there that is called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And it's all about you aligning with that light, that sun that is within you, so you would be in alignment with the rest of nature. And we see nature always prosper, and nature always bring forth in abundance. For whatever the sun shines upon, it brings forth in abundance. And when your life is in alignment with the sun, you will definitely replicate the life of the sun that is within you. So if you feel strongly led to check it out, you can definitely do so. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to say peace, love you all, out.